Hi guys, Thogrey here for a new video. In this video we will talk about World of Warcraft and why World of Warcraft is probably the best MMORPG you can play if you want competitive PvP. And I might be biased for you the viewer because you don't really know that much about me around my background as a gamer, but I always play all MMORPGs that comes out to actually find the hidden gem because I want the best PvP out there, the best competitive PvP out there. So I've played the Dark Age of Camelot, I have also played Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2, Warhammer Online, Ion, everything. I've played everything. Final Fantasy, even Black Desert. I played Lost Ark. I played every MMORPG that came out. I played it and tried to find the competitive PvP that I wanted. I've made a video a few times ago talking about the top 5 of the best MMORPGs you can play for PvP. You can always check it out. But I'm going to be honest, I'm going to spoil you. For me, World of Warcraft is probably the best PvP you can have. You will see on the background, of course, some games I'll play in PvP, arenas, BGs, RBGs, epic BGs. You will see some gameplay here. You can put me on the background, do whatever you wanted to do, like cook some meal or play a game and try to listen to what I have to say. Of course, you can always comment below what you think about the video and what I say. Do you think World of Warcraft is the best PvP you can get if you want a competitive setting, or is there something else outside that I don't know? You can always let me know. Of course, we can always debate on it. Please subscribe to the channel if you like PvP content. If you like World of Warcraft content, you will be served. And of course, if in the future there is a better game out there, I will be there to actually cover it. But okay, let's start with why is World of Warcraft the best MMORPG you can play for PvP content? Well, I'm going to be honest, it is the most satisfying PvP you can play if you want to do big damage, big CC chains, you want to be competitive, you want to do 2v2, you want to do 3v3, you want to do RBGs, you want to do normal casual BGs, you want to do even skirmishes. You can also do solo shuffle, and in Dragonflight it will be solo queue PvP. There is so many options for you to be satisfied competitively with MMR, with a ladder, with some balance changes. Although those balance changes are quite slow, you need to compare it with other MMOs RPGs. And for sure, if you played Guild Wars 2 or even Guild Wars 1, balance changes happened really sporadically. It was like every expansion or every patch or two you had some balance changes, but it was very rare. If you played Iron, the PvP out there, it was fine, but it's not competitive. If you play Warhammer Online, I love Warhammer Online. Even Return of Reckoning, I'm still playing it. It's the private server. It is not competitive, it is just dumb fun. You have some RVR, a lot of 100 versus 100 people trying to fight each other for a fortress. That's all good fun. I like that. But I would also like it to have it in World of Warcraft for sure. But what does the player in general want these days? It is a competitive setting. They want to be very good, uh, feeling very good when they are winning, but also that it stays and you have bragging rights. That's why in TBC, Wotalk, and even Cataclysm, Arenas was actually super satisfying to play, but also super popular to play because everyone wanted to have a shiny CR rating. Everyone wanted to have the best MMR possible. Wanted to get glad. Wanted to be rank 1 to be the best player of a specific spec, for example. That kind of feeling is very important, and that's why for me World of Warcraft has the uniqueness to give a lot of players what they could want from a PvP perspective. You can do some world PvP, although for now world PvP is not really at the forefront. It's not really fun to do since there's no incentive, unfortunately. But if you want to do competitive gaming, you can go for 3v3s, you can do for 2v2s, you have some CR, you have MMR, you can try to climb, you have ranks, you have, of course, gear that you can upgrade, but now with Dragonflight you don't really need to do that, so skill is the most important factor to actually climb. You can also for sure find many ways to have fun just by doing normal BGs or even solo shuffle, which is now not a solo queue mode but just a normal dumb fun mode where you can grind some honor. You can do brawls, which is also fun. It changes every week. So there is dumb fun for everyone. If you want to be a super competitive, you are playing League of Legends, so you want to do ranked, you want to climb as fast as you can, as high as you can do 3v3, you can do 2v2, you can do even RBGs and try to be the best there is. Like spec wise, you want to be rank 1, you can go be rank 1. You can be glad with every spec, you can be rank 1 pretty much with every spec, although some specs are probably a lot difficult to climb to those heights. So for me as a competitive player, I play League of Legends, I play Valorant, I even play Warzone, although Warzone for me the only problem I have, there is no ranked mode, that's why I'm not sticking to Warzone. Like you're playing, you're winning, okay good, you won. Well, where is the bragging rights? Where can I show how much I've won or what my MMR is? That's not possible in Warzone. That's why Apex Legends is very fun. Because you have a rank, you can climb, you can be better, you can improve, you can see your improvements. And that's why I'm sticking to World of Warcraft, because I see my improvements time and time again, even though sometimes the meta is not really enjoyable. But still, arenas is very enjoyable. I like to play some specs. Sometimes the specs gets changed, and it's not very fun to play that spec, but I can always change. That's very fun. But why is it different compared to other MMORPGs? Now, I'll try to find some footage where I'm playing other games, but frankly, I've played Lost Ark. I know that it has some competitiveness, it has a rank, it has MMR, very nice. It is also dumb fun. I guess you can have fun on Lost Ark, but the only issue that I see, it is not possible to play with friends in ranked. I cannot play with one of my best friends at Lost Ark and try to climb as fast as I possibly can, because I cannot play with them. And if I want to play with them, I need to play normal games which has no bragging rights. And again, I might be a donkey that needs a carrot to actually chase that. Alright, but I need the carrots on a stick to actually improve where I want to improve. If League of Legends had no ranked mode and only normal mode, I would never ever play that. And it would be the same for World of Warcraft if they had no arenas. Depends, if it's like vanilla where world PvP was something, I might play it, but it would not be competitive. I would just play other games to have that competitive itch. Like for example, Lost Ark, there is no team ranked modes. People are crying for it. I can fully understand. I think if Lost Ark had ranked mode for 3v3 as a team, I would probably pay more or probably play it. Point on the line. But they don't have it. Guild Wars 2 has a MMR, has a ranked mode, but I think the only issue that it has is the popularity is very low. There is a lot of bots, unfortunately. Last time I've checked, I've played Guild Wars 2, I even did a review about it. I also made a Mirage build, a class that I played. So I've played Guild Wars 2. I like Guild Wars 2. I think if Guild Wars 2 had the same settings as World of Warcraft, like, I mean, I'm not a fan of add-ons, but something to track to get better, that there is no bots, that actively there is a lot of players pushing to get higher rating, then maybe it would be more fun at the long term. Also, when talking about meta and balance changes on World of Warcraft, I think if you checked other games, you would maybe talk a bit less about specs and meta, because every spec, except maybe 2 or 3 are not viable in arenas. Every spec are viable in arenas except 2 or 3. But we are not talking about tank specs, but even tank specs, Protection Paladin is still climbing on the ladder. Even Garden Druids are still climbing on the ladder. So it's possible to climb as a tank, but I would not recommend. I don't like to play versus tanks. But there is many ways to actually have fun on World of Warcraft, and people are just not noticing it until they are gone for another MMORPG. They see that they have no arenas, they see that the game plays also differently from the real MMORPG. While, for example, World of Warcraft, excuse me, I cannot speak anymore. Um, their PVE is actually the same as PvP. The gameplay, okay, your rotation, you will not do perfect rotation versus PvP players because it's not possible. But the game doesn't change fundamentally. Power infusion is still power infusion in PvP. Like mind games is still mind games in PvP and PvE. Those two spells doesn't really change. Of course, there are spells that have modifiers or they got changed because of PvP talents that you are choosing, but that's a choice. But for example, in Final Fantasy, your class, like a I don't know, man, paladin, for example, doesn't play the same in PvE as in PvP game modes, and those PvP game modes are mini games. If you're talking about World of Warcraft being the PvP being a mini game into a mini game, then you need to check out other games like Lost Ark. Literally, the PvP game mode is a separate window, like World of Warcraft. Everything is normalized very well, but it is a mini game into a mini game too. And even worse, you cannot play with friends in ranked. And it's the same about Final Fantasy. It is a mini game in a mini game. There is like 1% of the player base to actually PvP. While PvP in World of Warcraft, I feel like a lot of people are playing PvP. I just think some players have difficulties to keep up with the PvP because of the upgrades. And I think with Dragonflight it's gonna be better. But let's compare with other MMORPGs. I want to have someone in the comment section below stating which other PvP games there is as MMORPG, that are better than World of Warcraft today in arenas. Like talking about competitive PvP. If you prefer World PvP, that's fine. This video is not meant for you. You want to do World PvP? I also like World PvP. That's why I'm playing Warhammer Online, Return of Reckoning if I want World PvP. Or I play, for example, Iron back in the day, or if I play Dark Age of Camelot back in the day. Those games are made for that. And that bragging rights are from taking a fortress, from being the best guild ever, to be able to push out the enemy and try to make them sour. That those bragging rights still exists. But if you want to have a competitive PvP game, like for example League of Legends, Valorant, I would even say Warzone, Apex Legends, and you want to have MMR and to have bragging rights about that MMR, I think World of Warcraft is the best MMORPG out there to have PvP content. In general, people don't know how good they have until it's gone. Don't they didn't know how good they had with Dark Age of Camelot for RVR. Whenever Warhammer Online came out, it was still good, but it was a minor form of Dark Age of Camelot where the PvP was a lot more large scale. Guild Wars 2 with their world versus worlds, it is nowhere near the fun we had on Dark Age of Camelot, but still, we had it good. What other game were yeah, ESO. I didn't even talk about Elder Scrolls Online, but that game I didn't really like it because the combat doesn't feel right. World of Warcraft has everything for me. The combat is right, the MMORPG is right. I think leveling is not that boring. It is fast, at least. And if you want to be a little bit slower, you can go play vanilla, you can play TBC, you can play WoW, which is going to come out very soon. You have the PvP, which is super fun. I like to. You can say whatever you want, but when you're one-shotting someone, the satisfaction that you have, the evil laugh that you will have, I got you. That feeling is not comparable with other MMORPGs. Whenever you're chainsing someone on Lost Ark, you're not going to do an evil laugh of "I got you, you are dead, you are going to scream tonight." You don't have that. While with World of Warcraft, when you're playing Fury Warrior and you're slashing someone and that healer goes from 100-0, I guess it's not balanced, but it is fun. It is actually fun, and in competitive setting, often than not, the balancing changes will happen and it will be better. I think Shadowlands is not that bad, balance change wise. We had it better, but we had it worse. If you liked Warthog, pretty much Shadowlands is a bit of Warthog. but with more CDs, of course. You have the CDs that are more important. But in warlock, you also could one-shot someone, and someone could just be like, "Where is the counterplay?" But that we had that in World of Warcraft since vanilla. What was the counterplay when you were Shane CC'd by a rogue and you got backstabbed and then like ambush backstab and you died? There was no counterplay there, but still people loved it. So I guess to end this video on a good note, for me it's a good note at least because I love World of Warcraft. I think you should play the MMORPGs that you love the most. And for me, World of Warcraft is probably the best MMORPG I've played since eternity. Like I've played Dark Age of Camelot, it is the best RVR. Warhammer Online, it is also one of the best RVR, and also the lore. I really like Warhammer, like Age of Sigmar, super fun. Um, I like even Star Wars: The Old Republic. I also love it for the story, for the PvP also kind of, which they are very similar with World of Warcraft, but it is just not popular because PvP games are made because of popularity of the player count. If the player count is super small, the PvP satisfaction that you can have from winning, from climbing, is lessened. And while you can say there is little to no players on World of Warcraft, which is not true, if you're plopping 2v2 and you are 1600, 1800, 2k, 2.2, 2.4k, it is still popping around 30 seconds to 1 minute, even insta-popping sometimes. The popularity is very good on World of Warcraft. In some games you need to wait super long for a match, and I think people will realize how good they had once it's gone. And I don't want World of Warcraft to be gone because it is very it's satisfying to play. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you got maybe more power into playing World of Warcraft, at least the envy to play World of Warcraft. Or if you didn't play World of Warcraft, that maybe you would start playing World of Warcraft and try to learn with Skillcapped, with me, with Vinrookie, with other maybe better YouTuber than me, and try to improve yourself. But I just want people to enjoy their games. If you enjoy Lost Ark, you prefer the PvP on Lost Ark, you do you. All power to you. The more power to you. But for me, what I like is the competitiveness that you can have with World of Warcraft. This video has been quite long, but I hope I maybe try to convince you at least playing World of Warcraft, or at least giving it a shot, or coming back to World of Warcraft. If you are a PvP fan like me, I think World of Warcraft has everything that you may desire, even though sometimes it would be grindy to do some Torghast, although that's also gone, or doing some campaign modes or leveling. Sometimes you need to do some bad things to enjoy later, although this time Season 3 has been a blessing because everything has been super easy. If you want to do alts, it's also very easy. If you want to just play one character, it's also possible. So yeah, all good in my world. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you like those kinds of content. We were talking about guides, discussion videos, esports, anything. You can always watch my videos and comment below what you think about the video. Also like the video if you like the video, and please be sure to stay safe, and we will see each other very soon. Bye.